concert of the 7th and 8th grade orchestra and the 8th grade band. That was our first piece. Thank you very much. If you haven't met me before, my name is Tom Mitchell, and I am the orchestra director here at Urbana Middle School. And my friend and colleague, Mr. Kurtz, is standing in the back, and he'll be doing the second half of the concert. Right now, we're going to start with a piece that the 7th and 8th grade orchestra took to adjudication and to the State Orchestra Festival, where they received the first rating based on their performance of this piece. This is the Old English Airs. introduce our soloists for that song, Daniel John, Brina Ratanji, and Eva Bryant. Can you stand up for us? Our next song takes us to another part of the world. This piece was written by a girl who is a Frederick County native, Sungi Newbold. Actually graduated from TJ High School and went on to become a music publisher and an actress, and she lives out in California now, but she still writes a lot of string music. This piece is called Arabian Dreams, and the soloist for this one will be Stephanie Joseph. Okay, we'll continue with, would you like that one? That was kind of fun. And I didn't get a chance to tell you what it was all about, but it depicted in the Arabian Desert, the sunrise, the marketplace, and then the last section was called galloping, which you can imagine racing across the desert in a grand horse race or camel race or whatever you race in the desert. That was a lot of fun. The next piece is going to be featuring the 8th grade string players. They heard the 8th graders last year do this piece and they said, hey, we want to do that one too. So we're considering playing this at Hershey Park on Saturday. We'll see if we get it really worked up. But it is a piece that might be familiar to you. It's called the Palladio, and by a composer named Carl Jenkins, and was used several years ago in the De Beers Diamond commercial. So if you remember the Diamond commercial music, this is where it came from. Okay, we'll continue with our next piece, which was one of the two that we were adjudicated at in the county festival and the state festival. This is our finale piece for that event called In the Hall of the Mountain King. Okay, thank you. Before we play our final number, I'd just like to recognize a few people in the group. First of all, I'm going to ask if any members of this orchestra in front of us were members of the all-county orchestra this year. Could you please stand? You may see a lot of the same faces here, but if any of these students participated in the solo and ensemble festival, either at the county level or the state level, would you please stand? And we had several of these students earn first ratings for their ensembles or first ratings for their solos. I'm very proud of them, and it's going to be very hard to see this 8th grade class go. They've been a lot of fun. They have not only been great students and really advanced to play difficult music, but they have become good friends too, and I'll miss them and hopefully get to see great things from them in the future. We are going to finish with our portion of the concert by playing a song that was made famous by the Monkees. Who was watching the Monkees when they were kids? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm a Believer, more recently made famous in the movie Shrek, and there we go. And we hopefully will have a lot of fun with it. I'm going to ask Tim O'Sullivan to join us on the drums, and here we go with I'm a Believer. band. They're going to be amazing and awesome. And after the band, we have a special treat for you. So please don't plan to get up and leave as soon as they're done. There's something else happening. So we're going to ask the orchestra members if you could go off stage that way, around back, and the band is going to come up this way.
What's going on?
Good luck. And your drumsticks are great. Get up. Exactly. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, shoot boy. Keep going. So why are you here tonight? Hey. Big job. No, why didn't you cut my hair? I'm like confused. No one else. Oh, both actually. That's like 7. There's only 10.
Alright, that was our first piece as well. We like to play the same thing the orchestra does as our first song too. It's called Tuning. Orchestra likes that one. Very good. Good job. Alright, we just played in a different key. This is our 8th grade concert band. And we have 4 tunes for you. And the first one is kind of a more dramatic piece, and it is called Legends. And then we'll move into some of the pieces that we are going to play or have played at contests.
Alright, this next piece was kind of one of my own personal experiments. I do like to dabble in arranging and composing sometimes. And I had the idea for this piece years ago when my wife and I visited France and we were privileged to go visit Mont Saint-Michel. So Tidal Fortress is about that landmark historic place. And if you don't know anything about it, it's this really cool island, and there's a town that just goes up, and there's all kinds of levels, and you can wind your way around all the way to the top. And at the top is this really cool cathedral, and there is an abbey, and it's fully functioning, and then all around the base of it is a fully functioning town. But at high tide, it's completely surrounded by water. And the legend is that Michael the Archangel called this bishop to build this cathedral on top of a mountain, and it just kind of evolved into a town. So it's called Tidal Fortress, so the song is going to capture both essences of its function, because it was a cathedral, so you hear some references to chant and hymn singing in there, but it also was a fortress and kept people safe when France was in times of war. So this is kind of my challenge to the 8th graders. I kind of wrote it right at their playing level ability, and they've done a really good job with it.
had somebody in the audience come to me and say, what's the deal with this next piece? The Pink Panther meets R2-D2, like that never happened. I say it did, and I don't think you can prove that it didn't. So this piece is kind of a mashup between the two themes, and you will hear references to the bleeps and bloops of R2-D2 referenced on the xylophone and the marimba, if you can catch that. But this composer did a really cool job of like accurately weaving these two themes together, even though they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. So we hope you enjoy the Pink Panther meets R2-D2.
And before we get to our last piece, like Mr. Mitchell, I want to recognize several students in the ensemble. So if you're in 8th grade and you were in the all-county band, could you please stand up? Two of them are already standing there. Two percussionists, Timo and Cody, were also in it. And if you participated in county or state solo and ensemble, go ahead and stand up as well. And also, Cody, Timo, and Jeshuan, who are also percussionists, are already standing, but they also went to state. All of my ensembles in this group for solo and ensemble got ones, superior scores last week, and they did an excellent job. This band went to adjudication way back in April, did a phenomenal job. Two of the judges gave us perfect scores, straight ones, which is very hard to do. We missed the cutoff by state by just a couple points, but it was so much better than we had done the year before. This group demonstrated outstanding improvements. And so we are chomping at the bit to try again at another festival
on Friday at the Hershey Park trip to see how well we do there. So I really enjoyed teaching this group. These kids are a lot of fun. Half the fun of teaching is just working with the kids, and making music is kind of secondary. So this is a group I will miss. Kids come and go, and it's hard to keep track of them, but this group definitely has a special place in my heart, and it's going to be really sad not being able to work with them again. But I look forward to seeing all the cool things they're going to do in high school and then even later. So here is the last piece we're going to play, called Green Forest Rhapsody. This is one we played at a contest, and this is one we're going to play at Hershey on Friday. at the end, and it's going to feature the band, and all the strings are going to come back up here, and the chorus. So give us just a few minutes to set up, and then we'll do that, and then the concert will be done. All right.
Paul's here.
When you got a massage in progress, and then you realize that you're having a family.
Okay, this is a first for our school. In the past, we've combined strings in the band, and we've combined strings in the choir. This is the very first time that we have put all of our ensembles together. We don't have everybody represented. We're missing some 6th and 7th graders, but the 8th grade choir, or a portion of them, is here, and they're going to join us. This song is Actually, let me back up for a second. And I'm going to say something about this man right here. He's going, I didn't do it. I wanted to be sure that I did the introduction so I could actually slip in something about Mr. Kurtz. I'd like to give a little tribute to him. Most of you know that Mr. Kurtz has taken a job as the instrumental director for the Advanced Music Studies program at TJ High School. So he is moving on up the education ladder and going to be dealing with a whole different set of musical challenges and administrative challenges. And we are going to miss him terribly. Mr. Kurtz and I have been here since the opening of this school, which is about 11 years ago. And we have been a team and a partnership working together to build up the music program here. And I could not ask for a colleague who is more creative, more organized, more patient, more kind, and such a good friend as I could, Mr. Jonathan Kurtz. And I just want to thank him for all that he's given me, and thank him for all that he's given to the students here at Urbana Middle School. We have a lot of memories that we share. Things as simple as rolling a piano down the hallway and me carrying the cello, and one Christmas before the kids came into the school, we just sat down and played Christmas carols down in the hallway for the staff as they were walking through. Remember that? And sharing rides at Hershey Park. And that's always fun.
Kiddie ride.
And my wife and I have been privileged to become really good friends with he and Rachel and their little boy. And where is he? Okay. So Rachel and James, could you stand up, please? And I want everybody to meet Mrs. Kurtz and James Kurtz. So anyway, this tribute has come to an end for tonight anyway, and I wanted to give Mr. Kurtz the opportunity to have a big send-off with this giant group. I saw this piece performed last fall. Was it last fall? Yes, by the University of Maryland Gamer Symphony. It was actually arranged by one of the student members of that organization. And I said, I think we could do that. So we got the music, we rehearsed it, and we put it together. And it's a combination of songs from 2 different video games, Uncharted 2 and Final Fantasy. And we are delighted to have one of the conductors of the Gamer Symphony here tonight. He's watching us, I won't point him out. He happens to be my son. And Mr. Kurtz is going to take on this massive project and conduct it for us.
I don't know if I can talk right now, but I really appreciate that. Yeah, I really wasn't planning on saying anything, but you all have made
my 11 years here just unforgettable. So I want to thank you for that. I think there are 3 key ingredients to having a successful music program. One of those would be supportive administration, and we're very lucky to have always had that here no matter what. And you have a very supportive administration here right now. The other one is staff with a vision, and Tom Mitchell, likewise, best colleague you could ask for. I think we both take that phrase in loco parentis very seriously, that if we're taking the place of you all for 8 hours a day, we want to make sure that your kids are getting a good experience, and it's not just about some percent or letter that ends up on their report card. It's about them getting to know who they are and what they're good at, and using those gifts and talents in the world. And it's been so much fun to work with Tom and just explore what the kids can do. I think middle school is one of the most underrated grade levels that people view education, but they're capable of so much. And thank you guys for pushing your kids to do great things, and it's been so much fun to watch that. And then the third component, of course, is a community that wants a really good arts program, and you guys wanted it, and this couldn't exist without you. And we've come so far in 11 years to have an actually fully operational arts program. Depending on your zip code, you may not have access to orchestra, or you may not have access to chorus. You may not be able to play in a band or a jazz band or a glee club. The school has all of that and more, and we're very fortunate here. So I can only take so much credit, but you guys, administration, kids, everybody, is what makes this program great. So thank you for entrusting this program to me, and it's been a privilege to serve in this role. Thank you.
We will perform composition 2, Nate. Here we go.
best 3 years of teaching we've ever experienced. Coming into band in 6th grade, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue with it, but with Mr. Kurtz as my teacher, I felt as if there wasn't even an option not to.
In 6th grade, I completely sucked at playing the clarinet. But I've vastly improved over the years because of Mr. Kurtz. I was able to make it into All-County 2 years in a row, and us four, we were able to get a superior rating at states for the solo and ensemble festival.
Since this is our last concert with you and our last concert here, we thought it would be nice to give something back to you in return for everything you've given us.
So, Mr. Kurtz, we want to end by saying that you have had an incredible impact on all of us in the school, and we will never forget how much you taught us and how great of a teacher and person you've been.
Way too kind, but thank you very much. This was all very thoughtful, and I will definitely take all my experiences with me as I move on to my new position. Now, on another note, can we please have some help stacking chairs? All right, thank you so much. You guys have a great evening.
Oh, wow. 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 He has one of the best scores in the nation. He's just a very good guy. I mean, honestly, I only speak to him in passing now, so I don't really know. It's not. It's really hard to like I said, you study more than anyone I know. So. No, but honestly, the thing is still like he's like a decent student. No, that's my birthday. It's normal. He told me his normal.
Please take the test.
He told me his normal Friday to take it. Yes, he did.
Sometimes
So he's like the compliment version of you. Pretty much.
all my classes.
I just don't know anything about it. It was chill. Dude, we took AP stats. It's I don't. You know what? I just don't even know what biometrics is. It is AP stats. Are you serious? It is a dumbed down version of AP stats. It is the worst thing I've ever. Alright. You're gonna just. You're not gonna go there. Oh great. You're taking that course? Yeah. Pollinators in crisis. Oh, you know why? Because the professor lectured one of my classes in conservation. It's only once 100% roll. Are you serious? How do you know that?
You get the summertime, come over, get
Oh yeah. Well, we'll probably hang out this Thursday. We'll hang out this Thursday.
It's Thursday. Oh my god.
You just graduated. So we're going to do Thursday. Where are you going to be? I'm so happy it's free parking this summer. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's so nice. Dude, that's why when everyone says like selling by like comments, like something about I'll throw in my mobile parking back. I'm like, you're such an idiot. It's not intended at all. Go like what? That's it.
Thank you for this year.
It's not. It's Someone is the only time. Oh yeah. I got lost over the past 2 years. Dude, you know what happened to me? I was parked right outside. I stepped I'm writing you $100 check. I'm right here, you're not right here. I'm leaving, and they go to check it out like, and they're like, no, and they're like, you saw the writing?
Do you want to come home with Dad?
I'll see you later.
We'll catch up then, all right. See you guys.
I think it was one of the